Our next presenter, or speaker I should say, has come all the way from Wollongong. She's actually started, we've got some people from down the gong. Yeah, nice. She started her own platform for women and business and has said yes to SHEspeaks to take that to the next level. So would you please put your hands together for the beautiful Laura?
Thank you. Ooh. When was the last time you did something courageous that really pushed you outside of your comfort zone? Or is there something you've been wanting to do but haven't taken the leap yet? Now, I've always been quite active and gone to the gym, but something I didn't do was running. I would tell people, I'm not a runner. Ew. I used to think people that went for a run on their lunch break were mad. It wasn't until a friend asked me a couple of years ago now, hey, do you like running? Do you want to go for a run together? My initial reaction was to say, hell no. But I agreed, thinking it would at least be more fun with a friend. We set off for our first run together, and it sucked. My chest was burning, I was huffing and puffing, and my body was screaming at me to stop. In that moment, I had two choices. I could give up and stay the same, or I could push through that discomfort and finish that run. And I did not want to be the first person to give up. We kept running and ended up finishing about 5 kilometres. And I'd love to tell you I felt great afterwards, but I didn't. Like with anything, getting started is often the hardest part. It takes consistency to build these new habits, right? We kept running every week and gradually it started to feel pretty good. Now, I thought the words fun and run should never be in a sentence together. But excited by this new skill, I'd mapped out the entire year of fun runs we could do together. We trained and registered and we did a 10-kilometre run. Then a couple of months later, a 12-kilometre run. 14K city to surf. And then earlier this year, I completed my first ever half marathon of 21 kilometres. Thank you. Something I never thought I could or would do. Now, I'm not here to tell you what an awesome runner I am or to go join a run club. Tonight, I want to inspire you to seek out challenge in your life. Because here's what I want you to remember and what I believe to my absolute core. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And that is how you level up. What have you been avoiding because it's uncomfortable? What have you been wanting to do but put in the too hard basket? Do you want to change your career? Start a business? Try breath work or an ice bath? Running? There are so many people in this world that would give anything to have the ability we so often take for granted. My dad, for example, is visually impaired. Born with a genetic disorder that has gradually taken away his eyesight, meaning he can no longer drive a car or get up and go for a run down the street. My mum has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, making it difficult for her to walk and often leaving her bedridden. Now, when I think about wanting to hit that snooze button or skip a workout, I think about them because they don't get a choice. But I do. So why are we not doing the little things that are hard? We are so primed for quick fixes and shortcuts these days, but there is no magic pill. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So I want to give you 3 ways that you can embrace challenge. Number 1, accountability. I started running with a friend until I could do it on my own. Is there a friend you can commit with? Hire a coach to keep that accountability. Share it publicly on social media if you have to. Make a promise to yourself and do not break it. Number 2, Affirmations. The story you tell yourself matters. Imagine if I kept telling myself, I'm not a runner, or I'm not a morning person. You get to decide how you want to be in this world and start showing up like that. Write post-it notes and put them around your home if you have to, until you start to believe it. Number 3, audacity. There's a book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Has anyone listened to this one? The biggest regret people had, they said, I wish I had the courage to live a life that was true to myself, not the life that others expected of me. Now, I've made a pact to live life to the absolute fullest. And sometimes that means not taking the easy option, which is why I'm here tonight speaking on stage. When I saw this SHEspeaks opportunity, I knew it was the next hard, uncomfortable thing I needed to grow. Definitely not because I'm avoiding the full marathon next. Because if there's one thing I've learned from leaning into discomfort is this. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Every single moment of discomfort is temporary. But the growth on the other side, that is permanent. Now I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And let's go back to that first question I asked. What have you been avoiding because it's uncomfortable? Is there something coming up, flashing like neon lights? Now I want you to imagine you faced it. You did that difficult thing. You had that hard conversation. You booked the trip, whatever it is. Now, how do you feel? I want you to tap into that immense sense of pride for doing the thing. You did it. You can open your eyes. Just remember, magic happens outside of your comfort zone. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Thank you.